Hi guys, welcome to Reality React channel. In this channel, we watch reality TV shows to recap, review, and for the fun of it. And today, I'll be recapping a new show called The Catch. So we have the presenter Kat, and when he introduces the show, he says that the game show, if I can put it like that, but the thing a person can win is either love or money or both of them. And this money can be won by the 8 ladies that they have introduced us to that come in bikinis and come in swimwear. And I'm like, why are they in swimwear in the bush? Doesn't make sense. As much as where they are sitting, where they are standing, where they are wherever, there's like a pond, or it's not a pool. That water looked dirty. I'm like, why are they in swimwear? Is it because I don't know. Is it because sex sells? What's happening there? Why is it that they are not dressed? They're fully dressed, and it seems like that's what they will be getting up to. They will be sleeping with strangers and doing all the things that couples do, even though they don't know each other. So this show is about that basically. And now we'll be introduced to the 8 ladies, and the men are sitting there. They're like 14 men. 6 of them are imposters, 8 of them are the suitors. So we are introduced to the suitresses, and like I said, they are half naked. And I'm wondering, what does that have to do with this thing? Because from the preview, you can see that they will get to talk. So why must they be not fully dressed? The guys are dressed; they're all dressed in white, and I don't know, man. It just shows just the first lady to be introduced to is Anita. She's 24 years old and she's from Cape Town. And when she's asked who can she choose amongst the guys, she says she's still looking. And that's a genuine thing to say, because there's like 14 guys and she must choose one, and that will be based on looks. And she said that she's looking for love because she's struggling to find love in her like she wants to find a love outside of her DJing field, because maybe it has not worked out for her. And not maybe, it has not worked out for her. That's why she's on this show. So that's the reason. And then we get introduced to Theo, who stays in Fourways. He's 24 years old. He's also looking for love. The second lady we get introduced to is Unami, who's from Johannesburg. She's 23 years old. And as she walks in, the guy starts making sounds that says that they are liking her body or liking her personality. And when she walked in, she said that she's looking for all types of love: spicy love, fun love, all the types of love that she can possibly get. And then the cat asked her who does she like amongst the guys, and she chooses the Mpofu guy and then the Zulu guy. And then he says that, so the Mpofu guy is from KZN, and he says that he doesn't do much when it comes to seduction. He just opens his shirt and he's showing us his tattoos. You see, this tattoo is the thing that makes the pots to be cooked, to happen, or to be there. I can't remember that pot joke, but yeah, she said that he says that seduction is his thing and it's easy with the ladies, and he has not said what he is here for. I don't know if he's the suitor or he's the imposter. So we got introduced to the third lady, Litabo, who is from Vosloorus, who thinks that Vosloorus is a country far from South Africa. I don't know what she meant by that. I don't know if she meant a township and then it just got lost in translation in her head. And then she says that she's 22. She is looking for love because the relationship that she has been in have not worked out for her. And that's part of the reasons why everyone is here, I guess. Because, I mean, that can be your first option to look for love on TV, unless if you are also looking for fame, which is possible. I mean, we have seen a lot of people come out of these TV shows and they become famous, and we you know, can't judge them. It's the game, part of the game. They're doing what they can to make things possible in their lives. We get introduced to Mel, who is from Johannesburg, she's 31, and the reason why she's on the show is because she has not met genuine guys. The guys that she has been meeting are the ones that are not really looking for love. They are emotional and unavailable. They are married and all of that, and it is expected. She's 31, so people that she meets are likely to be married, and men lie a lot. So there's that. And then Ayanda, as well as one of the guys, is the suitor. He is from the Val. He's looking for love as well. He believes that there's love out there for him, and that's why he's here. We get introduced to is Annelene, who's 24, and she's from Polokwane. However, she stays in Cape Town now. And she says the reason she has struggled to find love is because she's pretty, and men find it hard to trust her, and that's her struggle. The next lady is Amanda, who's a 21-year-old. She's here to find the love of her life, and that's it about her. And I'm like, how long have you struggled to find this love of your life? And and could let's say she had followed the right, she had completed her matric at 18 or at 17, so she had like 5 years of dating. If she went to school, this will be her third year or her fourth year, and so it makes sense for her to be looking for the love of her life, even though it's on TV. And I saw something on Twitter, people saying that, what is a 21-year-old doing looking for love? And I'm like, she's 21, she's already an adult. She had like 3 years or 4 years of being in an adult kind of life where she has to take care of herself if she had gone to varsity or if she had gone to look for work. So she has the right as the 31-year-old woman who's here looking for love as well, even though I think that looking at the age range of the guys, they are younger than her. She could still find the love of her life, but you know, is Nolutando, who stays in Maboneng. She's 24 years old. She used to be bi, but now she's into men. And she says that she was influenced by the environment that she was in, not that she was into girls. It's because she was in boarding school, and women were the only ones that were available. So that's what she had chosen for herself then, but now she's into guys. And also she's looking for 50K allowance. I'm like, looking for 50K allowance on TV with the guys that are almost the same age as you, and I don't know, maybe she's just advertising herself for when she's done with the TV, then she can come out and find the man that can give her 50K allowance. That could be part of it. And then the guys, when she walks in, says that you are no lutando ufuna utando, and I'm like, they don't know. She wants 50K allowance, not not love. And maybe, and also this is the right show for her because it's the catch. You could either catch the money or catch the love, or you can catch both. And she could be lucky in that sense. And that 500K, if tax, okay, there will be tax. Yeah, I wanted to say that it could last her for 10 months with that allowance, but there will be tax and stuff like that. So it won't work out the way I thought it would. Anyway, so she chose his Jay, and Jay is a 29-year-old man who is from the East End, and he is also looking for love. He's a suitor, and he says that he has seen love. So the reason why he believes that he could possibly get love is because he has seen love in his life, and the people that are in love are his siblings, the people around him. So those type. The last lady we get introduced to is Gina, who is 21 years old, and she's from Limps, and now she's based in Pretoria. And she says that she is looking for love, but also the man that she's looking for must have muscles, and he must be a genuine guy, because the people that she has met before are full of lies and all of that. And then Kat asked her, what exactly are you looking for? And she can't explain, like the previous 21 years old who said she didn't know what she was looking for. But you know what? I feel like maybe they are still young. Maybe people are right to say that they are not ready yet. I don't know. But I think that statistically speaking, they are of age, so it shouldn't be an issue to say that they can't be looking for love. It's just that maybe they have not fully met themselves to be able to say that this is the type of person I'm looking for and all of that. And she says that we are going to find out in terms of who she will look for. And then Kat asked her, in all of these guys, physically, who would you choose? Because we know that you do not know what exactly you are looking for. And then she says that she will choose Kat, and Kat is the imposter who is also who's there for the money, not love. And he's from Soweto. He's 28 years old. The ladies get told that they as much as they can see that there's like 14 people, 14 guys. So the other 6 guys are imposters. They are not suitors per se, and they need to work through in terms of who amongst those guys they are going to choose. And if they choose an imposter, then they will lose the money, and the imposter will win the money, because it means that the imposter has beat the game. And then Kat also tells them that as much as in this situation they will have to choose, they will have a difficulty of dating and all of that. They will have a lady called, oh god, to help them in this dating, and she will be their relationship counselor. And but it shows that on the sign there that she's not a relationship counselor, she's a trauma counselor. Are relationships now part of trauma, or the experience in the relationship are part of trauma? But I feel like they didn't get a right person. They should have gotten a relationship advisor. Maybe that person would be of much help. But that's the person they have chosen. Maybe she's good at this job, because I think that with this type of things, they need a relationship therapist, not just a counselor or just a therapist. In this case, she's just a therapist. She's just a counselor, not a therapist anyway. And yeah, that's her. So now the next step or the next part of their game is speed dating. That's supposed to be 3 minutes. And the Anita goes on a date with Hotato, who is in it for the money, not first date was with Kotato, who is from Middleburg. He's 27 years old and he is in it for the money, but he can't even express himself on a 3 minute date to win the money. And when she's asked him about what he thinks about materialistic people, is instead of, like, I just feel like he could have introduced himself and tell her, and instead of letting her be the one that asks questions. Amanda goes on a date with Theo and they have a great connection. And she says that there was a connection even before they could talk. But on Theo's side, he says that there's a connection, but he feels like Amanda is shy, but it's like a yin and a yang because he's talkative. So it makes the whole thing flow easily. So Nija goes on a date with Onami, and she says that they are connecting, but she's not his type, and but she can help him achieve what achieve or get to where he wants to go monetarily wise, because then he could win in this game and then get the money from her and their connection. And then Unami, when she first spoke about him, she said that she doesn't like men with ego, and he is the type that says that he doesn't need to talk to women because of how he looks and his tattoos. So this date was going well, I guess, for the both of them. Not Kat, the imposter, going on a date and then complaining that the girl that he is with seems like a club girl, and she knows what he knows what to say to her, and he could tell her what she wants to hear, but he doesn't see it. He doesn't think that their connection will be valid enough for him to take her home. And I'm like, but you are the imposter. You are not here for the love. You were supposed to play along with the person that you know how to play. Like, his game is weak. If you are an imposter and you want to win money and you find someone that it seems like you are connecting with, then play along. Bonga goes on a date with Litabo, and he says that Litabo is very nice and she's flirtatious and she's talking to him very nicely, but Bonga is an imposter. On a date with El Galbro, who is Who's 30 years old and he's looking for love because men, handsome men are known as F-boys, and that's not what he is. So they have a date and he brought her chocolate and they're talking about the star signs. He is a Taurus, and she gives us a backstory about why she doesn't like a Taurus, because her first heartbreak, she had met a man and on a weekend and they got engaged that fast. One weekend they get engaged, but then 6 months into that relationship or engagement, he ghosted her and she had to make peace with it because it was no longer working. But imagine if they had gotten married and then he left her like that. Oh, the admin of having to divorce someone whom you met within a weekend, it was going to be hurtful. You could see as she's talking about this story that it was actually a painful thing to go through. So Anita goes on a date with Mpande, who's 28 years old, and he is a suitor. He's looking for love, but when they're introducing themselves to each other, she asks him, "Please tell me about yourself." And he's like, "I bet that's what you say to everybody." What else is she supposed to say? Because she doesn't know you, and this is the speed dating process. What did he want her to say? And then instead of complimenting her directly, he indirectly compliments her. I'm like, what is wrong with Mpande? And at one point she's rolling her eyes because she's like, what is this? As I'm asking myself, what type of thing is going on here where you can't speak properly and say what you want to say, you know? But okay, we move to the next thing. Elaine and Nombolelo Jay, who is 29 years old and he has been dating beautiful women, and there's a struggle to keep up because they know that they are beautiful and therefore they know they can always ditch you and find another guy. So that's his problem. And I don't know if he's indirectly saying that Nombolelo is not that beautiful. And they start talking. Nombolelo is an economics graduate and she's looking for love, like she said in her introduction. So, and then he says that their conversation is easily flowing, there's no pressure. That's what I'm saying, that it seems like he's saying, oh, she's not that beautiful, so therefore I'm gonna be relaxed in my position as a boyfriend. Master goes on a date with Melody, and Master is an imposter from Polokwane. He's in it for the money. He had enough heartbreak, so there's no need to be getting into relationships and stuff like that. And then he tells her that he's into sales and personal training, and she says that she doesn't want to be in a relationship with people from the same industry because seems like Master is in the same industry that she's in. And he goes on to a date. He's 35 years old, man, and he's looking for love, and he wants to change the narrative of how Zulu men are viewed as the guys that are in Istanbul and they like a lot of women. So he wants to change that narrative, and yeah, that's him. Gina is the one that 21 years old, and she's on a date with Golan, who's 35, and he already has a child. So the date was not going well. The child is 5 years old, and she is saying she can't be a stepmother to a child like that. But she still asks for details in terms of was that the last person you were in a relationship with and stuff like that. And that's how their date went. And it seems like on his side, he says there was not enough time. He enjoyed the date, but on her side, it's a no. So Romeo goes on to a date with Mel, and she's a fine arts artist, and he works for a corporate gig, but on the side he's also a rapper, and she asked him to rap for her, and she says that it is good, but she can't date him. It's best that they are friends, and that's how their date ended. So Tumelo and Amanda goes on a date and he's complimenting her, but he says that she's beautiful, but everyone likes her. So even if there's chemistry between them, he can't do anything about it. And they try to show us that the fact that Tumelo is saying that most of the guys likes her. One of the imposters as well says Amanda. So I think she's the hot one in there. She's hot cakes. Everyone wants to take a bite of her. Noluthando, the 24-year-old that wants 50K, goes on a date with Nombulelo, and they talk about his culture and the fact that Xhosa men are known as the guys that will play you and lie. And then he says not all Xhosa guys are bad people, so he's not a bad person, and he would like to date her. He says that the date went well. Also, herself says that the date went well. She likes him, so that's that. So the speed dating is done, and now Kat tells them that so they'll eliminate 3 women from the show, and then 5 ladies will get to pick the men that they want to continue and explore their dating with. And then the first person that get chosen, it's chosen via a will, guys. It's not even like the guys chose whom they would like to remain in the thing with. So some of them will lose their partners that they thought that they wanted to explore and stuff like that. And then Amanda chose Theo. That Amanda gets chosen by the will, and she chooses Theo. And then Theo is happy that their connection will get explored. And then Litabo also, she says that she was torn between the guys, but she ended up choosing Ayanda, and she is happy with her. Ayanda is happy as well. Unami chooses Nigel Mpofu, who is here for the money, and he's so arrogant. He keeps saying that women will choose him anyway. He's not shocked and all of that. I'm like, Nigel, what exactly are you gonna give women that you think that okay, in this case, what exactly is he gonna give Unami in this case? And then Anita chooses Mbande, who is excited to be chosen. And then Annelene chooses Mbolelo, who is excited as well and is looking forward to get to know him more. And then so we have Nolutando, Melody, and Gina that get to leave. And some of them are teary, like, you took this very seriously, these connections with these guys that do ahead to that level, or is the potential of not having a relationship or being on TV that's hurting you? Anyway, they are saying their goodbyes, and then the ladies, the 5 couples that that have been picked that we have now get to go to their rooms, and they each have their own rooms, and while the single gents goes on to the other side, and it's like a hostel where they are sharing the room and everyone is sleeping next to one another and stuff like that. So that's what's going to happen to them. And that's the end of the show. And thank you guys for watching this recap. See you guys in the next one. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the video.